Council here in Cincinnati has approved funding and a property tax exemption for a 13-unit low-income apartment development at 14th and Republic Streets in Over the Rhine near newly renovated Washington Park. Washington Park is one of the city's oldest parks. The nonprofit Over the Rhine Community Housing will develop the apartments, which is being called Beasley Place. The project costing $2.8 million. Construction is expected to start this summer and be completed by July 2015. Over the Rhine Community Housing will gut the buildings, which currently have 16 units that have been vacant now for more than 10 years. There will be a storefront for commercial use. Now, depending on income, rent and utilities could be as low as $360 per month for a one-bedroom apartment. Now, one of the criticisms of Over the Rhine's resurgence is that it has focused on bringing upscale market-rate housing into the neighborhood and done little to better house some of the low-income folks already living in Over the Rhine. In this morning's Business Insight, I'm joined by Mary Burke-Rivers, Executive Director of Over the Rhine Community Housing, with more on balancing housing needs for all in Cincinnati's oldest neighborhood. Mary, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Tell us first about your organization, what it does.
Over the Rhine Community Housing, we've been around for over 30 years, and we're the result of the merger of two long-standing community development corporations. One was Restock and one was Over the Rhine Housing Network, and we merged in 2006. We've developed over 600 units of housing in the neighborhood, and we currently manage about 400 units of affordable housing. They range from permanent supportive housing for people who are chronically homeless, chronic alcoholics, to just simple affordable housing for people who are working Cincinnatians who have low wages and the market doesn't reach because of their low wages.
There's a lot of excitement over the redevelopment of Over the Rhine. There's a lot of new development there. A whole new population is looking to Over the Rhine for its future home. How do you meet these challenges of balancing that, which is exciting for the city, with making sure that the people who have made this neighborhood their home for years aren't getting kicked out, basically, or squeezed out?
Right. Really good question. And I don't think that our country has a really good model of how to make that work. I think so far in Over the Rhine, things are going fairly well in regard to that. We have lost a lot of units over the last 10 years. It can't all be directly correlated with the redevelopment. But projects like this and support from the City of Cincinnati, the Community Council, 3CDC, will make more projects like this possible. It's 13 units, and what we like to articulate is that the need for affordable housing is still very deep and prevailing, and a lot of people do value the mixed income nature of Over the Rhine. So if we truly value that and we value housing for everyone, then we need to continue to invest in affordable housing in Over the Rhine, because as you say, the market is really taking off there. We've seen it firsthand right around the corner from our office on Pleasant Street. Properties that appreciate like $90,000 over the course of $90,000 over the course of a 12-month period. It's going to have an impact on affordable housing. One, we can't buy additional properties, but also the impact in terms of real estate taxes. So in the project, this case, you know, we won't have to pay higher real estate taxes because of the abatement. But that's a cost that we have to figure out how to cover if we're going to continue to provide affordable rents.
Do you think the city is committed, its leadership and the business community is committed to keeping Over the Rhine a place where everyone can live that really wants to live there, especially those who have lived there for all their lives and maybe generations?
Yeah, we really hope so. And we want to talk about it whenever we have the opportunity, that there's value here in the community, that there's good people who we pass every day on the street, whether it's the folks who are cleaning our offices or driving our school buses, or the folks who take care of us when we go to the hospital, nursing aides, the people who serve us food in restaurants. They all need affordable housing, and we have this great opportunity in Over the Rhine to demonstrate to other neighborhoods in the city that you can do affordable housing and you can have market rate upscale housing right next to each other, and it can work.
One of the adjectives used with Over the Rhine often is historic.
Yes.
And obviously your organization has chosen, for maybe economic reasons, to keep some of the history, to use existing buildings versus starting over. Is that by design?
Yeah, when you use the historic buildings, there's opportunity for different kinds of financing. In this project, we have federal historic tax credits and state historic tax credits. So again, it's an opportunity for banks and investors to invest into the project and get a tax benefit for it. So there's that advantage.
All right, Mary, thank you for joining us, and we'll keep up to date on that project and your organization. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.